Hello all, welcome back. You are watching Indian Gamer YouTube channel. And in today's video I will be showing you top 5 high graphics games for low-end PC. In order to run these games your PC must have at least 2 GB RAM, a dual-core processor. You need not any sort of graphics card. So now let's get started, but after the intro. So on number 5 spot we have Dead Island. Dead Island is an action role-playing survival horror video game series. Dead Island is centered on the challenge of surviving a zombie-infested open-world island with a major emphasis on melee combat. Centered on the challenge of surviving a zombie-infested open world with a major emphasis on melee. The plot focuses on 4 playable survivors trying to survive and escape off the fictional island of Banoi. So you know what Dead Island is about. So definitely worth a try. So on number 4 spot we have Alan Wake. Alan Wake is an action-adventure game developed by Remedy Entertainment and published by Microsoft Studios. The story follows best-selling thriller novelist Alan Wake as he tries to uncover the mystery behind his wife's disappearance during a vacation in the small fictional town of Bright Falls, Washington, all while experiencing events from the plot in his latest novel, which he cannot remember writing, coming to life. The player controls the eponymous protagonist Alan Wake. In the game, a darkness is taking over humans, animals and objects. These enemies, dubbed the Taken, are murderous shadows that attack Wake, wielding weapons of their own, ranging from mallets and knives to shovels and chainsaws. They vary by speed, size, and the amount of damage they can take, and some can teleport between short distances. Besides the Taken, the player must combat flocks of possessed ravens and animated objects. When enemies are close, Alan can perform a slow-motion cinematic dodge maneuver. The player is often encouraged to take advantage of environmental light sources and placing, and to use other light-based weapons and accessories, such as flare guns, handheld flares and flashbangs. Wake can use searchlights to take out massive waves of Taken. Streetlights and other light stands can provide a safe haven, which the Taken cannot enter, and will regenerate the character's health faster. Otherwise, health regenerates slowly with time, when not taking any damage. In certain sections of the game, it is possible to use a car to traverse between locations in Bright Falls. When in a car, the player can run down Taken on the road, or boost the vehicle's headlights to destroy them. So definitely worth it. On number 3 spot we have Stranded Deep. Stranded Deep is a survival video game developed by Australian studio Beam Team. The game features a dynamic weather and day-night cycle. Also featured is a building system, whereby players are able to settle on an island and construct a shelter or a raft with which to explore the ocean, and a crafting system, whereby resources can be harvested and combined in order to create equipment. Resources are limited, and therefore need to be managed. As supplies that players are able to carry are limited, items need to be prioritized for the task at hand. Players need to manage their vitals of health, hunger, thirst, and sleep, against the elements they face. Thirst is in particular an important component of survival. Hydration sources are scarce, with coconut milk being the most common and easiest to obtain water substitute. The player can eventually craft a water collector, which will produce water over time from the evaporation of palm leaves. Hunger is another challenge, although not as serious. Food can be obtained from many sources, including coconuts, fishing, and rations. Players are also able to search sunken shipwrecks and islands for interesting and rare equipment. The game also features an official ending. The player can find an abandoned aircraft carrier, stranded on a small island. On the ship, there is a plane, which when repaired can serve as an escape from the Pacific. So definitely worth a try. On number 2 spot we have Far Cry 3. This game is so good. I spent thousands of hours playing this game. The graphics are of next level. The minimum requirement is at least 3 GB RAM to play this game. The game takes place on the fictional Rook Islands, a tropical archipelago which can be freely explored by players. Gameplay focuses on combat and exploration. Players can use a variety of weapons to defeat human enemies and hostile wildlife, and the game features elements found in role-playing games such as skill trees and experience. After a vacation goes awry, protagonist Jason Brody must save his friends, who have been kidnapped by pirates, and escape from the island and its unhinged inhabitants. Rock Islands is an open world in which players can explore freely. Jason can travel using a variety of vehicles including dune buggies, all-terrain vehicles, cargo trucks, jet skis, boats and hang gliding. Later in the game, players will find a wingsuit that Jason can wear. Jason will encounter different friendly settlements where he can shop for weapons and materials and complete side missions including hunting quests and assassination missions. So definitely worth a try. On number 1 spot we have Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge is an action-adventure platform game developed by DICE and published by Electronic Arts. This game is set in a quasi-futuristic city. The game follows the story of Faith Connors, an underground parkour courier who transmits messages while evading government surveillance. To progress through the game, the player must control Faith from a first-person perspective and complete a series of levels that involve performing a sequence of acrobatic maneuvers, including jumping between rooftops, running across walls, and sliding down zip lines. This game is inspired by movies like Casino Royale, Bourne films. Mirror's Edge features hundreds of first-person animations to convey Faith's movement and interactions with the environment. Thanks for watching this video till here. Keep calm and just play games.